heading out to the dome today. I've got some liners because a few of my containers need redone. I've got pruners, believe it or not, on my tea tree. Tea tree, that's right, in Ohio. That needs cut back. And I'm going to show you that today. Luckily last year, I was in the container department at a local store and they had these marked down half off the liners, which is nice because a few of these I need to replace just because they get a little raggedy over the years. I usually keep them in here for a good at least 2 years. Where is that one? It's really bad looking. Darn it. Oh, right here. Ugh. This one I think I took and lined it with burlap, not cotton, a burlap, and it worked for a little bit, and that was about 2 years ago. So I'm going to repot that and rejuvenate that poor plant. Don't worry, it'll perk back up. It just needs some love, just a little bit of love. It's very forgiving, but there's another one I did with the burlap. It's okay. The first season, then I think it gets a little too rough, and the plants, that needs refreshing, a little food. But here's one of my trees in here. This is a fig, and I have this one in a container. I actually have two in containers, and this one I bought last year. This is a new one, and this one I've had forever, and it's just starting to get its green. If you remember, I used to have a huge fig tree in here. I still have one that's planted in the ground, but I whacked it way back just so I could have space for other things in here. And it'll be back. Today we're gonna be over here with that tea tree. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut that back at least 3.5, 4 feet tall, because I noticed the other day that it's been so sunny. The sun's in the... I always say, who needs a vacation or a holiday away from home, even in the north, as long as the sun's out, in a dome? Sunny, the sun's in the perfect position. But as you can see, there's new growth coming out of this already. So if I'm gonna go ahead, I'll just go ahead and cut this back to about that same level, and it will encourage new growth. This is all 1 year growth. This thing goes nuts in the dome, which it's a fun tree to have. I love saying I live in Ohio and I have a tea tree, which is cool. So all I'm gonna do is go in there and cut this right off. There it is. Let the sun shine in. I chopped it down a good at least 4 feet. This tea tree is actually planted directly in the ground here, which is one of the few plants I do have in the ground, because this one does perfect year-round in the dome. It can handle the super hot conditions of the summer in here. I do believe this tree is actually native of Australia, so it stays pretty warm over there. I don't think they actually get much snow or too much freezing temperature, but this tea tree would not survive in my outside here in Ohio. But look, see, you can see the new growth. This stuff will easily be up 3 feet by the time June arrives here in Ohio, in the dome here. And I love the scent. It smells so nice, and it's just nice to rub the oils on your finger, just refreshing. I guess you can use the tea tree, but I've never actually successfully done that. I have tried to propagate it a few times, but I didn't have much luck with that either. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying because it's such a neat plant. I wouldn't mind having a couple more of these to try indoors maybe, or who knows, just to have a spare. It's just fun to say you did it, you know? All right. I did end up putting a couple of the branches in one of my water jugs, and I did notice it is getting, it kind of has that scent to it, so it's kind of like an infused barrel of tea leaf oil. Maybe you could use it for a foot soak or something. Oh, there's one of my little spiders. My husband was freaked out by the spider the other day, but you know what? I said, I love him, because you know why? He's eating all the bad bugs, and he just came up from here on my Swiss chard, which is awesome. All right, the sun is setting, and I just had to show one of my new container baskets that I put together. This one's looking really happy now as the sun sets. It's getting some sunshine since I trimmed back the tea tree. And this one's another one. And there it is. One of the fun things about gardening like this time of year. Thanks for checking out my video today. There is plenty to do, so I hope you will come back and see what we got growing on this season in the dome. I can't wait till you see this hibiscus bloom. What fun. And you can find this and other creative living ideas on my website at brenhaas.com.